Okay, so we're back on the 2002 Trash Am, as we've named our Firebird here, our LS build. As you saw in the last update video, did a little bit of a tune-up, oil change, center caps for these ridiculous GXP Pontiac wheels finally came in, so they don't look as awful. We're all packed up and we're getting ready, as you can see by the title, to do something probably idiotic, honestly. We're going to attempt to drive this thing to Leesville, Louisiana, to my tuner, where my other house is. My buddy over there at RCS Louisiana is going to tune it this weekend. And as you guys know, the plan for this thing is take it to LS Fest. And on normal, conditions, if it was dependable and reliable and such, probably wouldn't be a huge feat. People definitely drive shadier cars as far as the year range, but the year range isn't the issue on this car. It is an LS1 car, but it has a stage 3 BTR cam in it and what I believe is no tune at all. And she's running rough. I mean, she's struggling. All right. Doesn't want to idle. Does okay at highway speeds. There's a couple of other shady things going on with the car. The brakes were absolutely terrible when I got the car. We did do new pads all the way around, front and back, and we did do a new rotor back here because, as you saw from the last video, this thing was, toasted. You could grate cheese on it. It was bad. The brakes are grabbing a little bit, specifically this one. I think that's going to wear off. You can see the brake dust on it now. It's already wearing off. It's not as bad as it was right after I did the brakes. I pulled some of the fluid out to release some of the pressure because with the new pads and rotors, we were having some issues there with the calipers releasing, having enough pressure room in the master cylinder to release the pressure. But we took some fluid out. Hopefully that works that out. That's probably my biggest concern is, I definitely don't want the brakes to lock up and catch on fire. As you can see here on the face of the sun in Mississippi, it is 96 degrees currently. And we have no AC. When I say no AC, I mean the AC is not even on the car. It's been took off. AC delete bracket, which is another thing. The serpentine belt was super loose. It was squeaking and squealing like a pig. So put a new serpentine belt on it yesterday, and that kind of fixed that for the most part. But like I said, no AC. It's 96 degrees. It's 210 miles, about a 4-hour drive in a normal car to my other house. A normal, reliable car, which this is not that. But we're gonna attempt it. Like I said, we're trying to take this thing to LS Fest and Bowling Green. If it can't go from Mississippi to Louisiana, 210 miles, it definitely cannot go, 500 miles, whatever it is, to Bowling Green from here. We got the tools loaded up. I'm planning on working some of this body damage this weekend and maybe painting a couple of these panels where the clear coat's chipped and doing the hood. That'll also probably be on this video as well. Had no radio in it, so you can tell, man, we got the jams ready. Got the custom Bluetooth system ready for me. And it is so hot just leaning in the car right now. This is a terrible idea. It's an awful idea. Got the T-tops off because I need all the airflow possible to not have a heat stroke. But yeah, this is definitely going to be an adventure. We'll cut a couple of videos on the way to tie into this. I'll keep you guys updated, but yeah, this is my terrible plan for the channel today. Also, I have a VA appointment for the Army at Fort Polk, Louisiana tomorrow, so if this doesn't make it there, I'm gonna miss my appointment and the whole world's gonna end. The government's gonna shut down if you miss a appointment. But anyway, that's it for now, guys, and I'll keep you updated from the road. Catfish here at T-Town in Jonesboro. Trying not to have a heat stroke, taking a break for the no AC. Alright guys, just finished up getting some dinner here at T-Town. You guys get a chance to come here and check it out. Pretty cool spot. It's just a gas station, but middle of nowhere. They got some really good food. I recommend the catfish or the fried chicken. Eat there a lot when I come up here to hunt. There's a management area, probably 10 miles that way. Really big deer, good place to hunt. Big on duck hunting, but I'm not much for duck hunting, mostly deer hunting. But anyway, about 85 miles from the house. I'll hop back in this stove, just sweat it out for another 85 miles, and hopefully we'll see you at the house. For my money, this is one of the most beautiful parts of my drive in between my two houses. Nothing but crop fields, but man, this is America right here. Made it to Louisiana, uneventful. Trip went pretty good. Incredibly hot. Incredibly hot without the AC, but pretty uneventful. Looks pretty good with the new center caps on. Saturday, get this bad boy tuned and hopefully have something going then. I'll sand this down, do that top part. That's the first part of the body work we're going to do this weekend. But man, this thing ran pretty awesome, honestly, at highway speeds. Definitely super rough going slow, but soon to fix that. But yeah, overall pretty impressed. Catch you guys at the next part. Alright guys, sorry, my neighbor is always weed eating when I'm taking a video here at my house in Louisiana. But got a mirror done, you know, professional rattle can results. Like I said guys, it's not going to be done expensive. I've rattle canned some cars that have looked pretty good over the years. We're just trying to get this one looking decent. So it's definitely going to look better than that when we're done. I'm not. So got the hood off. Good look at the LS1. Got the hood off right now. Sanding it. I've got goat roped into sanding and painting my son's dirt bike while I'm here also. So charging the sander battery back up right now because I'm super prepared and only brought 1 DeWalt battery. Starting to sand it. We're just going to hit it only with a DA sander. Going to go up in grit count. You can see this thing is super faded, super chipped. And I'll get you guys back in here for the final product after I get this thing painted. Back and forth, keep on the car. Guys, quick update on the Trans Am. Got it over to my buddy over at RCS Louisiana. This thing runs like a brand new car now compared to what it did. Would barely start before. He had to give it gas. Pretty much doing the half throttle power brake at the stop signs and red lights to keep it from dying out. But it runs incredible now. I got the hood off because I was doing a little paint work on it. Working on some little things. The trim on the side here was hitting when you open the door, and it peeled it back. So there's a piece here, piece here, piece here. Took all of that off. Hair dryer because I didn't have my heat gun here. It's at my shop. It's just some rubbing alcohol and a rag. Got all the glue off. Went down and buffed everything out. Paint's still scratched, but the paint looks way better. I've only did this side of the car so far, but man, made a world of difference. I mean, that front quarter panel is like perfect. And then the doors aren't bad. Rear quarters on both sides are going to need a little bit of body work. A little bit over here, a lot of bit on the other side. Front bumper, I can try to buff it out, but it's pretty well faded. Clear coats on that's gone, so that's probably going to get painted too. But yeah, man, this thing is cleaning up. I'll give you a comparison. The side that's been buffed, this side I haven't really touched. I just pulled the molding off on this side, so all the glue's still there. You can see down the side there. This quarter panel's been buffed, but the rest of this hasn't been touched. Let's see how dingy it is. Still got to get the glue off, and then we got a big body spot there that we got to hit up next. We're going to get the rest of this glue off, buff this out, buff this side of the car out, probably to here. And then I think we're going to get this part of the paint sanded off where all the clear coat's gone, get everything down to this, scuff it, paint that. That's going to make a huge difference. We already did this mirror here. Looks better. It's not going to be beautiful, but you know, it's going to be presentable. Start this thing up for you guys where you can hear how she's running after the tune. I mean, this thing would barely start before. I'll try it up now. Idle's fine. That squeaking sound you're hearing is the exhaust mounts. The exhaust is rattling off, squeaking off of something. I gotta get under there and address that. But she runs great. She's still chopping. Alright guys, so I'm going to wrap up part 2 of this video. I'm actually going to leave this car in Louisiana this week because I'm going to be back down here in a few days. Got another appointment with the VA. So to be able to work on it next weekend, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at my house here in Louisiana. But a lot of progress. Painted the hood. Still need to buff everything out. But I don't know if you guys saw this before, but you saw it earlier in the video. It looks much better. Buffed out the rest of the car, took the side trim off, buffed all that out. Hopefully this weekend we're going to get to this and the top part up top, continue to buff on the rest of the car. But a lot of progress this weekend. With the tune, this thing is running amazing compared to what it was, so gonna call that a win for part 2 of the build. And let me drive my wife's old Honda back to Louisiana. She's never let us down so far. So but anyway, that's gonna wrap that up. part 3. I got plugs, wires, coils, all of the broken interior parts. I got new T-top seals. Trying to think of what else. A lot of just tune-up focus stuff, and then obviously continuing to work on the body. But I mean, if you look at this shot and you ignore the top piece up there that needs to be painted, I mean, this thing looks like a totally different car already, and it's running great, which is the main focus. So it's looking promising to be able to take this thing to LS Fest. I'm thinking we're gonna keep it under budget, the original budget that I wanted to set for the car to be complete, and the way I wanted it was $7,500. I think we're on track to stay well within the budget and get this thing to LS Fest, have a good time in it. Also, we're doing away with, so this thing's got a cracked up dash like a lot of these cars do, but this cloth felt cover, that thing's got to go. So I got an actual overlay pad that actually looks like a dash. Still not going to look perfect. It's going to look a lot better than that. New speaker grills. Really scavenged the internet and the eBay webs to keep it as cheap as possible with getting all that done. I got new LED marker lights for the front and the rear back here. I think that's gonna, they're tinted, you know, it's gonna make everything on the car blacked out. I think that's gonna make a pretty good difference. Yeah, guys, I mean, build's coming along. It's looking pretty good, running really good, and be with you guys for the next update starting Wednesday. So if you guys have already supported the channel and subscribed, I really appreciate it. Continuing to work on this one as a filler project for the LS Fest, and then obviously hopefully soon get back on the SRT. Got a Pro Charger kit on the way for the 392 Challenger. We obviously already had the nitrous kit, and now we're going to have all forged internals. So a lot to come with that build. Hopefully in the next few weeks I can get it back and we can really start making some content with it. It's going to be pretty nasty, but this is the filler build for now. The Alpina, twin turbo Alpina's doing its thing right now and running well. So I don't know if you've ever owned a BMW, but that's happy time, just when you're not throwing some kind of code or malfunction. So happy with the Alpina where it's at, and we're gonna stay on this one and button it up. Hopefully by mid-August we have this thing buttoned up and ready to go for the first week of September for LS Fest, and go to LS Fest and come back, and then start going crazy on the SRT and get ready for Power Tour next year and next big events. Duct Tape Drags is coming up. These are the two cars that I'm debating taking. I don't know if you guys are tracking Duct Tape Drags, but they have a class there. It's in Tucson, Arizona, which is like, you know, 19 hours from here. And they have a $5,000 and under class that you race in. And I'm looking to go down and take part in that. Derek from Vice Grip Garage is going to be there, as well as David Freiberger. So I want to meet those guys and participate in that. This would be definitely the more reliable, even though it actually has more miles than this car. This one has 237 and this one has like 260, but this is a Honda, so we're just getting warmed up at 260 on this one. And it's a 6-speed. It's the VTEC V6 6-speed. Pretty cool car. It's like 300 horsepower, but it's probably 2,000 pounds lighter than this car. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, you know, what should we take to duct tape drags? Should we risk it, try to make it 19 hours in this thing to try to stay with the American muscle, or do we save on this thing, not break it, keep it good for upcoming events, and take the old Ronda? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, if you've already subscribed, I appreciate it, and if you haven't, subscribe for more content. A lot of shorts content put out on the channel, and a lot of upcoming cool stuff. So thanks guys, God bless.